Today we will be having a discussion on an alternative model of counseling for college students who abuse alcohol. It is difficult to determine the amount of alcohol that college students consume only because most studies rely on self-report. But studies have shown to report that 43% of college students have said to have drank 5 or more alcohol drinks on a single occasion. Here's a list of some, but not all, of the negative effects that college students are affected by while abusing alcohol: driving under the influence, unplanned sexual activity, bodily harm due to excessive drinking, missed classes that result in a decreased academic achievement. According to the Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, it has been reported that 14,000 students each year die in alcohol-related driving accidents. So, to effectively address college-age drinking, researchers have recommended different kinds of interventions. One, in particular, is called harm reduction. Alcohol harm reduction is defined as this: anyone who works to drink more safely is said to be practicing harm reduction, even if they do not choose to reduce the amount that they are drinking. The ultimate goal in harm reduction is to encourage the natural recovery process, to decrease alcohol-related dangers, and to achieve health or just stay alive, and to keep working towards that goal. A therapeutic relationship and safe environment is essential in order for harm reduction to work. Safety is what is said to be what harm reduction is all about. A frequently piece of folklore wisdom says that people with alcohol dependency have to either abstain as a result of hitting bottom or else they will die. Research does not hold these statements to be true. In 2009, a study of 43,000 U.S. adults with alcohol addiction was conducted by the National Institute of Alcohol and Alcoholism, found that half of all the people who recovered from alcohol dependency did so by quitting completely, and the other half by reducing their drinking habits. Harm reduction can be used in both a broad and a narrow spectrum. In the broad sense of the word, harm reduction includes every strategy which helps to reduce harm. This includes abstinences. Some believe that to attempt to force abstinence on everyone against their will backfire and lead to an increase of alcohol use, as is the same with perfect moderation with alcohol use. Harm reduction says this: the most effective strategy is to meet people where they are at in their recovery, meaning work with the students on goals which they choose for themselves, those which can range from safer drinking to reducing drinking to quitting altogether. Because college students sometimes live in a culture that supports alcohol drinking, peer pressure is very high and hard to eliminate. Outgroups, such as freshmen and non-drinkers, may lack the social support, and because of this do not fit in with the majority of their peers. More specifically, non-drinkers would be considered an outgroup because of their lack of participation in what would be considered normal behavior of alcohol use. This is one way that students become victims of alcohol abuse. Alcohol consumption is a lifestyle on campuses. So to participate in an abstinence program, most would certainly be an inconvenience and be very objectionable to most students because of the peer pressure and social awkwardness. So for students at the college age, harm reduction can be used as a brief intervention for impending alcohol problems. Harm reduction is gaining an increased recognition and acceptance among evidence-based researchers as a viable treatment for students whose behaviors are indeed problematic but do not warrant the diagnosis of alcohol dependency. So, in conclusion, anyone desiring to make any positive change in their lives, if they believe harm reduction would benefit them, then they are welcome to try. I myself have serious doubts about this intervention, but that's maybe for another time. I've been in recovery for over 27 years, and if I had been introduced to harm reduction in 1991, I feel and believe that it would have only have led to more closet drinking, more hidden bottles around the house, more danger to myself and to my addiction. That is my opinion. Thank you very much for your time.